Hi guys, it's me, vegan hippie, being a narcissistic person again, placing videos of me and Lucky on YouTube. Lucky, are you an attention whore as well? Are you? Are you? Then we both are. That's why we are soulmates. Mwah. It's totally fine though, we can always go in therapy later. Everyone's different, okay? You can't be perfect all of the time. Okay guys, let's get to the point. Today's video is going to be about where to leave your owl when you're not home, because a lot of people ask me this question. And the answer is pretty simple. First of all, there are 3 ways you can keep your owl. You can either keep it in an aviary outside in your garden, for example. You can keep it on a perch inside your house, or you can keep it in a perch outside your house. First, we're going to talk about how I do it. I keep my owl on a perch inside my house. So, there is my perch, and this is what it looks like when Lucky is on the perch. She is tied up with her long leash. So she can move freely, but she can't fly away. So this is her perch. It's a bow perch. This is a flat plant scale, and the plant scale is filled with biological cat litter to absorb feces and to make sure that Lucky can't hurt the bottom of her feet. So an owl always needs to have a soft bottom so that they can't get blisters on their feet. So that being said, where should you leave your owl when you're not home if you are keeping your owl inside your house on a perch? Well, you should just leave your owl on the perch, tied with a falconer's knot, and you just leave it where you always leave your owl, even when you're home. So you can put it in your living room, in your kitchen, you can put it in whatever room you want. Just make sure that around the plant scale you put it on, you don't put anything that can hurt your owl. Like, for example, make sure that your owl isn't surrounded by boxes that can fall over and crush your owl. That would be really sad. Make sure that there aren't any clothes around your owl's perch, because your owl will grab it and treat it as prey. So if you would leave a sock right here, for example, your owl might grab it and treat it as prey, so your sock will die. But that's basically the most important thing, that you make sure the area around the plant scale is free so that your owl can't hurt itself. But you can leave your owl in any room you would like. Just make sure that it isn't too cold or too hot. And if you own a dog, for example, make sure your dog can't reach your owl. When I leave Lucky home alone, I will put her on the perch in the garage, and I will close the garage door and the kitchen door so that there's no way my dog can get to Lucky. Because my dog won't hurt Lucky, but you never know. I never take any risks. So yeah, that's basically it if you keep your owl on a perch inside your house. If you keep your owl on a perch outside your house, then you can also leave it where you normally leave it if you are home. Just make sure that there aren't any cats that can enter your garden. If you know that there are cats who might visit the garden, then you should put your owl inside when you're not home. Normally your owl would win in the fight against the cat, but if your owl is tied up to the perch, then that's not a fair fight. So if you don't want your owl to get attacked by cats, put it inside. Also, if you keep your owl on a perch outside, you should make sure that if it rains, your owl has shelter. So it has to have a roof over its head so that if it starts to rain, it can keep itself nice and dry. When you get an owl and you raise it from a little owlet to a full-grown owl, decide in advance what you want. Decide if you want to keep it inside or outside, and from the moment it's adult, do that and stick to that. If I were to decide that from now on I want to keep Lucky in an aviary outside all year round, that would be a problem, because Lucky can stay outside in the summer when it's nice and hot, but if it gets really cold in Belgium, she would get sick outside because she's not used to being outside in winter. I just wanted to mention that because it's really important. If you keep your owl outside in an aviary, then you're just gonna leave it in the aviary when you're not home. Just make sure your aviary has a roof on top of it so that your owl keeps nice and dry when it's raining. Okay guys, that's it for this video. In the next video we'll talk about how long you can leave your owl alone. And in another video we'll talk about what to do when you go on vacation. I love you guys and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!